I'm literally like walking through the jungle. Oh my god. Did you see that? Hi, my name is Maddie, and my life is pretty good right now. If you are new here, hello and welcome. I've been documenting my eating disorder recovery journey for almost a year now. And if you've been following my story, you will know that about a week ago, I took a last-minute trip to Costa Rica, which is where I am now. So I've been here by myself for about a week now, and I'm absolutely loving it. I have negative makeup on, I'm in a bikini on the beach. I am very shiny and sweaty and burnt, and my hair is crunchy from the salt water, and I'm in heaven. How could you not be in heaven? My bag. Like, I'm so happy right now. And I'm also excited because tomorrow I'm doing something that I have waited like my whole life for. My favorite animals are sharks, and tomorrow I'm going to be hopefully scuba diving with bull sharks. Bull sharks are arguably the most dangerous shark. They have the most unprovoked shark attacks. Everyone thinks it's great whites, but it's actually bull sharks. They can be upwards of 11 feet long and 700 pounds, and they have like 15 rows of teeth, and I'm gonna be in the water with them, and I'm so excited. This is also an ethical shark dive because they don't chum the water or anything, which means they don't kind of like bait the water with dead fish to entice the sharks. So the likelihood of seeing them is kind of iffy because it really is like a natural way to see them. You don't bring them in, you don't like put blood in the water to get them closer. And I really wanted to make sure that if I was diving with sharks, it would be ethical. So the likelihood of me seeing them is like, I don't know, it's not 100% guarantee. Whereas other places, when they put dead fish in the water, the sharks are obviously there. But this is safer and it doesn't kind of with the ecosystem. So I'm being picked up tomorrow morning at 5:30, and we're gonna drive to Playa del Coco, which is a beach that's close to here, and then I'm gonna jump in the water and hopefully see some sharks. I am nervous, but honestly, food to me is more scary than a shark, so if that doesn't tell you a little bit about me, then I don't know what. So yeah, I'm gonna try to vlog it, keeping in mind that I'm not super comfortable kind of like vlogging, also because I film on my phone. And I'm gonna be doing this with strangers. I'm here by myself, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, Costa Rica. It's great, and my job allows me to work remotely, so I've been still getting my work done and then tanning on the beach in the afternoon. It's great, I can't complain, pura vida. Let's go dive with sharks. See you in the morning, bye. I just took my hair out of a bun that it's been in all day, so this is what we look like right now. I don't know if this is interesting, but I thought I would show what I'm gonna bring tomorrow. I don't know. So if you're interested in knowing what I'm gonna put in my backpack, keep watching. So first I have my dive bag, which has my fins, my little boots that go into those, my mask, and I'm gonna put it all in my lovely pink bag. And then I am bringing my GoPro, my diving license, so that's what it looks like.
Wow.
And I'm bringing some snacks, my money, a towel, and that's pretty much it. I am gonna have a banana in the morning and then also coffee, but it is gonna be like 4:30, and they do have food on the boat, so yeah, it's gonna be a long drive in a car and in a boat, so I don't think we're actually even gonna be in the water until like, I guess like 7, maybe, I don't know. I'm so excited. Okay. Oh yeah! I know, I'm looking really cute right now. But it is now 4 in the morning. My transfer is gonna come pick me up in about half an hour. So I'm gonna heat up some coffee, drink said coffee, eat a granola bar very fast, probably do some light yoga just to get my body moving, and then we're gonna get in the car and go swim with some sharks. This is quality Costa Rican coffee right here.
Stop it. Get some help.
How fun is this instant coffee? Okay, it's about 4:30 a.m. It is currently raining, as Costa Rican weather usually does. You can hear the howler monkeys in the background. Anyway, so I'm just waiting outside my place to be picked up, and then we're gonna drive to Playa del Coco and go from there. So Yeah, I'm just waiting for the car, and now I'm just stalling to talk because I'm kind of nervous. And yeah, I've got my dive stuff and I'm all ready. So we're just gonna wait. How's your day? How are you doing? What's up with you? My day's hopefully gonna go pretty well. Hopefully I don't get eaten by a shark. If you're watching this, it means that I was successfully able to not get eaten by a shark. Yeah, the rest of this might just be a voiceover, so I hope you don't mind just listening to my voice, but I guess not looking at my face would be a nice thing, so enjoy. I was picked up shortly after this, and the car with myself, the dive master, and another diver began the trek to Playa del Coco. We stopped to pick up our gear and then headed on our way. However, as in typical Costa Rican fashion, we hit a huge puddle that we had to drive through, but were successfully able to make it through without flooding the car. It was quite an experience. After about an hour and a half, we arrived at the beach and met the boat with the captain, some other divers, and got everything on board. Honestly, one of my favorite parts about diving is the boat ride. I absolutely love being on the water. Everyone on the boat was really nice, and it was a relatively small group, which was great. The ride to our first dive location was about 45 minutes, and thankfully the weather started off nice. Our first dive was just yet climatized, so it would not yet be with the bull sharks, but I was still really excited. The ride to the first site was a lot of fun, and it was really loud because of the motor, but there was lots of music playing, and it felt like a scene out of a movie. After about half an hour, the sun did disappear and it rained a little, but I mean, we were gonna get wet anyways. I also switched from filming from my phone to my GoPro, so apologies for the crappy footage and quality. When we got close, we put on our gear, which consists of fins, a wetsuit, a BCD, tank, and of course a mask. As we were getting ready, the wind really picked up and the water became very choppy, so it was hard to film while also balance on the boat with all your equipment on. So apologies again to anyone who gets secondhand seasickness. We then got in the water, I put my regulator in, and we began our descent. I know for many people, floating in open water and not being able to see the bottom is terrifying, but I actually find it very exciting. Not knowing what is underneath you can be a bit intimidating, but is so cool to me. Like, there's a whole other world underwater, and I love being able to explore it. Just thinking about how you have the ability to breathe underwater, I love feeling like a mermaid. The first dive was only about 20 feet deep, so equalizing was not very difficult, which means kind of adjusting your air pressure. Honestly, I don't really know exactly what it means, but basically, if you go on a plane, you have to swallow and chew to kind of pop your ears. It's sort of like that, but going underwater. Anyway, the visibility was relatively good, but somewhat murky in a few places. We stayed together as a whole group and just sort of explored the bottom and see what we could find. I think we stayed under for about 50 minutes, and then when the first person was low on air, we slowly came back up, making sure we did our safety stop to decompress and not get the bends. Then on our way to our lunch spot, being followed by these giant pelicans and birds, the most incredible thing happened and I was speechless. As we were sitting on the boat, the captain suddenly stopped and yelled, "Whales." About 30 meters away, we saw the backs of 2 humpback whales. The captain turned off the motor and steered the boat in their direction as they came towards us. We all jumped up, grabbed our cameras, and were so excited to see these 2 enormous animals. They were blowing water through their blowholes and even came towards the boat. I was so happy and had the biggest smile on my face. It was the most incredible experience, or at least one of the many incredible experiences I had on this day. We stayed by the whales for about 20 minutes, watching them come to the surface and even slap their fins a few times. Other than sharks, whales are my favorite animals, and I so badly wanted to get in the water, but also knew that would have been a very bad idea. It was an awesome experience to have this moment, and it was one that I will not forget. Once the humpback whales were at a safe distance away, we headed to some nearby islands to anchor for lunch. On the boat was the most well-trained dog I have ever met, named Havoc, owned by one of the dive masters. I enjoyed some cinnamon tea and a sandwich along with some fresh fruit. The islands were truly beautiful, and there were no people around, which made it that much more spectacular. We were then briefed on how to act around the bull sharks and got in the water. The place we dove was called Bat Island, and it was a little scary because of the crashing waves and strong wind, but once we were underwater, everything was fine. I think we went down about 35 feet and saw more reef sharks as well as a lot of eagle rays and other fish. There was a bit of difficulty because there was a relatively strong current that we were fighting against, but everything went smoothly. I am a certified advanced diver, so I've gone diving a lot in my life. I became a certified open water diver when I was 18 and have dove in the Caribbean, Florida, Thailand, and Cambodia. In Cambodia, I actually spent 2 weeks living on an island called Koh Rong off the coast of Sihanoukville doing reef restoration work in 2017. I then spent another 2 weeks working in an elephant sanctuary, but that's a story for another time. We continued exploring below the surface in search of the bull sharks. They were a bit tricky to find, but I did collect a few shark teeth. Not gonna lie though, it was a bit eerie knowing that there were bull sharks close by, but you couldn't see them. We did, however, spot a nurse shark, which was pretty cool, and then some more reef sharks, including this one, which I followed a little bit. We saw lots more eagle rays, and I was beginning to get worried because we were slowly using up air and hadn't seen any sharks yet. I knew the trip wouldn't be a bust if we hadn't seen any bull sharks, but I mean, I had been waiting a long time for this, and this was going to be my last dive. But then, surely enough, creeping in the shadows, they slowly started to appear. It was incredible to see them, but honestly, for some reason, I expected to be going in the water and swarmed by these giant animals. You can barely see their shadows in these videos, but I promise they are there. They can be up to 11 feet long and weigh 700 pounds, so they are relatively large. We probably saw about 3 or 5 different sharks a few times, but made sure not to get too close. They would slowly come out of the shadows as if to see what we were, but then once they realized we weren't food, they would go away. I was torn because I wanted to get closer, but also obviously wanted to keep myself and the shark safe. People sometimes ask if I'm scared, and honestly I'm not. Sharks are just incredibly misunderstood because of movies like Jaws. Did you know that more people die from champagne corks being popped than by a shark each year? You're even more likely to die falling out of bed than being eaten by a shark. I think the reason that I like sharks so much is because they're just so misunderstood, but play such a vital role in the ocean's ecosystem. They may not be cute and cuddly, but I find that the way they move to be really calming, and there are so many cool facts about sharks. Like, did you know sharks don't have bones? And they can have upwards of 350 teeth in their mouth at one time. I was so happy to finally see them, even if they were relatively far away, but maybe that is a good thing. It's something that I definitely want to do again, as long as it's done ethically. My dream is to dive with great whites, so that's going to be next on my list. Anyone who's been to Cape Town, let me know some good places to stay. The boat ride back was fun too, and we even added Fireball to our cinnamon tea. And I challenged myself to lunch out with the rest of the divers. We had a popular Costa Rican meal called cassava that we brought from this little soda on the side of the road. It's a place that I never would have imagined to stop, and eating out with people spontaneously like that was a really big challenge. I even almost said no to saying yes on the boat for the sandwich, but I did both of them anyway. I even challenged liquid calories with this drink, and overall it was a great challenge day for my ED and me in general, and is something that I would definitely do again. So that was absolutely incredible. I got back about half an hour ago, had a quick shower and dried myself off, but like, that just happened. I just saw bull sharks and humpback whales and eagle rays and eels and fishes, like so many fishes. I'm speechless. I can't believe I just swam with bull sharks today. I don't know, nothing's gonna top that now. And the humpback whales, that was unexpected. It was so cool. We were on the boat in between dives and the captain just yelled whales, and we went up to them, and you know, keeping in mind not to get too close, but they sort of like followed the boat and we saw their fins and they were like waving, and it was so cool. And the sharks, I love sharks. There's like this weird peacefulness I feel when I see a shark, and I know that's like the total opposite of what everybody else thinks, but they just move like so softly, and it's just like a very calming experience. We saw lots of reef sharks, but of course they're nothing compared to the bull sharks. The footage I got isn't, you know, what I had in mind. I'm just glad I saw them. But yeah, so I think it's about 4 o'clock now. I'm gonna head to sunset, and I think I'm gonna go out tonight.
Wow.
I think I'm gonna do that tonight. Go out to a bar, have some pina coladas, so challenge my liquid calories. So maybe I'll vlog a little bit of that. I just can't believe that today happened. That's like a dream come true. So the next on my list is great whites. yeah, so dinner time soon-ish. There's just too much to do. It's just so exciting. Okay, I just swim with sharks. Yeah, okay, dinner, which honestly, okay, how weird is it that the idea of going out for dinner by myself and ordering something off of a menu that I've never seen before scares me 10 times more than being 30 feet underwater with great white and bull sharks.
Stop it. Get some help.
That's kind of weird. Anyway, time to face our fears. Okay, so it's about 6:30 and I'm gonna go out and find somewhere to eat for dinner. This is a big challenge for me because I don't know where I'm gonna eat, which means I haven't seen the menu, which means I haven't obsessed over it. I like my outfit right now, so I will show you that. I got this. And then I'm wearing these sandals. That's my going out outfit for the night. So yeah, I'm gonna go hopefully not get attacked while I walk through the dark to get to the main strip. And I'm gonna do some liquid calorie shot because it's more expensive when you buy shots out. So I'm gonna do pre by myself. So join me while I pre. So how's your day? Emily, Sophia, Lucy. This is leftover chai tea and tequila. Oh yeah! Yeah, the tea does nothing. So I'm gonna down that, and then we're gonna go find somewhere to eat. Great way to end. The day's not over, the night is just beginning. All right, let's go get some food. I'm literally like walking through the jungle. Oh my God. Did you see that? I'm walking through the jungle basically alone in Costa Rica. Oh my God. Okay, you must have heard that thunder. I'm gonna die. Okay, I need food. What do I want? I'm feeling like, I don't know. I walked for about another 10 minutes into town and just chose one of the first places I saw, a beachfront seafood restaurant. It was a bit weird because I was seated right in the middle of everyone, alone. So yeah, but I immediately ordered a drink and it was buy one, get one free. Before, I would not have had the second one because I would have been afraid of the calories, but quickly downed the first drink and reminded myself that it's okay to do this. It was also nice because there were fire dancers on the beach, so I felt like people were watching them instead of the lonely sunburnt girl in the middle of the restaurant. This dinner was a big challenge and I did obsess a little over the menu, but chose what I felt like that would fit in with what Costa Rican restaurants are good at cooking. In this case, fried red snapper. Also, warning, this dinner did come as a whole fish, so if you are someone easily bothered by whole fish and weird looking dinners, this is your warning, so just skip about a minute. I had not expected it to come whole, although I realized that was very naive of me. My drunk self was just hungry and the people seated at the table next to me ordered the same thing, so I sort of watched how they ate it to not make a fool of myself. I do enjoy trying new foods, and this one would have been a challenge regardless of my ED. I ate all the fries, which were good, and the salad, and was pleasantly surprised by the good tasting fish. I didn't film this, but afterwards I did meet up with some friends and we went to a bar for about an hour. I just met them, so I was self-conscious about taking out my camera. Then on the way home, very drunk me decided to get a dessert, which surprised me, and I decided on churros and ice cream. It was great, and I'm so glad I did it. And now I'm walking home alone, in the dark, with my ice cream. And I'm kind of freaking out, but it's okay. So, oh, I'm a mess. Anyway, today was incredibly insane. I swam with sharks, then ate fried fish, and then ate ice cream and a churro. And I had 2 tequila sunrises. Oh my God, I'm relatively inebriated right now. The ice cream is good though. Oh my God, I'm really drunk right now. Okay, oh my God. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a like, give it a comment. That was lightning. Oh, I'm really a mess. I really challenged my eating disorder today. If you liked today's video, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a subscribe, give it a help me. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye-bye.